Hello everyone. You want to build bed like these to protect your veggies and herbs from the bunnies around? So let's get to the work together. Welcome to our channel, Citrus Home and Garden. So let's take a minute and talk about the bed dimensions. So the bed is going to be 6 feet in the length, 3 feet in the width, and 2 feet in height. To build these beds, we need different types of materials listed here. So to start with, we need two different types of wood planks, 2 by 3 and 2 by 4. So we need 36 feet of 2 by 3 and 18 feet of 2 by 4. For the outer layer, we also need corrugated metal panels. For the length, it's going to be 67 by 24, and for the width, it's 31 by 24. To assemble this entire structure, we need three types of screws. So they are listed in 5, 6, 7. We'll talk about them in detail later. And the last one, to support this entire structure, we are going to use roof flashing. So all in all, this bed is going to cost us around $70 based on the current wood price. So with this, let's get started. So the first step in this entire process is going to be cutting the wood planks. Now, as you can see, I have two wood planks cut here already. One is 72 inches, another is 36 inches. These two are going to be our templates, and I'm going to use these two to mark my uncut wood plank. This way we are going to save a lot of time by avoiding measuring each and every plank. Set your miter saw at 45 degrees to cut these wood planks in an angle. Now before you begin cutting the wood, make sure you are wearing gloves and safety glasses. Next is align your saw blade with the marking, and once you are all set, lock the wood plank so that it won't shake and you will have a clean cut. Now one pro tip here, before touching the wood, start your miter saw so that the wood will not shake and your cut will be really smooth like this. Sorry, I hate to repeat this, but safety is important, so keep your body away from the saw and just use your hand to pull the saw up and down. So your first step is done. You have two sets of 2 by 3 36 inches, two sets of 2 by 3 72 inches, and one set of 2 by 4 72 inches, and one set of 2 by 4 36 inches. So the next step is connecting these wood planks together. So set up your workstation like this so you have a basis that will make your job of drilling and pushing the nails easy. Now let's talk about the hardware we need to assemble this entire structure. The first one is the wood screw. We are going to use this to install the metal panels. Make sure you have the proper drill bit. Next one is the decking screws. These are 3 inches decking screws, and we are going to use them to assemble our wood planks. These are long enough to go through. Last one is 1 by 5/8 of these screws, and we are going to use them to install our roof flashing onto the wood. So let's get started with the assembly. I would highly recommend to have extra set of hands here because somebody needs to hold these planks so that they won't shake and you will be avoiding multiple pokes. Also, I recommend to have 2 holes per side, that way your wood planks will not go anywhere. Next, I'm showing here a quick time lapse of the first assembly. So once you're done, your structure should look like this. Keep doing this for other wood planks, and at the end you will have two 2 by 3s and one 2 by 4. And with this you're done with the step 2. The next step is cutting the corrugated metal panels, and this is a little tricky in this entire process. I'm using abrasive metal cutting tool here. You can get it for $3. So before you start your job here, make sure you're wearing gloves, mask, and safety glasses. So the mask is for a reason, because this process is going to create fumes and you don't want to inhale them. And please don't laugh, I am not using in this one, but I learned that after this particular video. This way you're done with step 3. And the next step is cutting the roof flashing. We are going to use them to support our bed. You can get them in different widths, and I would recommend wider is the better. That way you get a better support. So we are going to cut them in size of 24 inches. You can use the same miter saw blade, though they are metal, but they are easy to cut. So we are going to use these roof flashing to connect to wood, so we need to mark them for the holes. Don't try to drill them directly, it will bend the roof flashing. So first mark them, and for this one you need masonry drill bit. Sorry, I'm just being lazy here. I just stacked different roof flashing together, and I'm going to use this masonry drill bit to poke the holes. And there you have it. So for attaching the roof flashing, we are going to use these screws. Make sure you have the proper drill bit here. Now while pushing the screws, don't go hard on them because that might bend your roof flashing. So after the assembly, your structure should look like this. So finish the job for rest of the 3 roof flashing, and then next you flip this over and align the second wood plank structure to the other side of roof flashing. Go ahead and finish the rest of the process by pushing the screws throughout the rest of the roof flashings. Our next step, which is step number 5, is installing these metal panels. Now this looks a little hard, but you have already finished the hardest part in this entire process by cutting the corrugated metal panels. So this will be basically aligning them inside the bed frame and then pushing the screws. You might think that pushing these screws through the metal panels will be a little tougher, but they just go fine. I'm using 6 screws per side for the length and 3 screws for the width. So go ahead and finish the job for the rest of the metal panels, and your bed should look like this. You're almost there. Now the next step is totally optional, which is installing 2x4 frame on the top. This is just for better looks and you can totally avoid it. It's up to you. So I'm going to use same 3-inch screws to nail them down. And there you go. You're done with the entire process. Congratulations. So arrange them in your backyard as per your need. We created these 4 beds and they are pretty sturdy, and as you can see, they are beautiful. So the next step is going to be filling them in, and that can be a costly affair, but I'm going to help you through that process as well. So for now, thanks a lot for watching and happy gardening. Bye bye.